Hello, everyone. Welcome to another award-winning edition of the Locker Room Chat. My name is John Williams, and I'm joined tonight by my co-host, Matt Hagan.
Hey, John, how are you?
Doing good, Matt. Thanks for being here, and we've got a great show lined up here tonight. We have two guests in studio coming up a little bit here later in the show. We'll have the Clinton High School baseball coach, Rob Stacy, who will be joining us. And right now we're being joined by the new basketball coach at Anderson County for the girls program, Nikki Anasicki.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Congratulations, Nikki, and thank you for being here.
Welcome.
Matt, this is probably our most well-known guest we've had on, correct?
I would say so.
Right, we've had Gambrell on in here in the past. But he's more of a co-host. He's the assistant basketball coach at Rockwood for the girls. So, but Gambrell, he's pretty well known. You might come across him here before too long as the coach of the Lady Mavericks. But once again, congratulations on getting the head coaching job for the Lady Mavericks, taking over for a longtime coach, Mike Ellis. I believe he was there 17 years, did a real good job. And I thought it was interesting, when I read about you getting the job, that your name was submitted for the head coaching position, and that you did not actually apply initially. Is that correct?
Yeah, so someone did give my name, saying that I was available. And I got a call saying, fill out an application. I did, and the rest is kind of history.
Mm-hmm. So you owe that person a lot of gratitude, don't you?
I do.
But 2 weeks ago, I believe you was named the head coach for the girls program. Principal Ben Downs naming you. Were you the 9th head coach for the girls program? Or?
I'm not sure of the number.
It seemed like I heard the 9th, but may be mistaken. Anderson County program started in the early 80s, and Coach Ellis was there for 17 years, so maybe not that many coaches, but I'm sure they're pleased to have you on as coach. I know they're excited if they're in Maverick land. And but your name, Nikki Anasicki, I have to give your parents props and kudos. That's one of the all-time names right there. It just rolls off your tongue.
We should do a poll and just kind of see who people vote for, who has the best name.
Yeah.
But just start out. Just tell us a little bit about yourself. I know you're a Lady Vol for life, a 2-time national champion. But let's talk about yourself a little bit. Everybody don't know you much out there, but I'm sure most people know you.
Yeah, so like you said, I did play for the Lady Vols. I was a 4-year starter while I was there. Got drafted to the WNBA after that. Played overseas for a while. Then went on to become a teacher. Did that for 3 years. I coached while I was a teacher. Then decided to come back to UT as a grad assistant. Did that in 2018. And then finished up my master's in December and have just kind of been applying. And then I got the Anderson County job.
So you was a grad assistant for the Lady Vol program? Okay.
Yeah, so I was a grad assistant with Holly Warlick during their coaching staffs last year.
And noticed you were the 16th overall pick in the WNBA draft in 2009?
8.
2008, all right. So you was a senior when y'all won it both years, 07 and 08.
Yep. I was a junior and a senior.
Okay. So just tell us a little bit about your teaching. Will you be teaching there at Anderson County?
Yeah, so I will be teaching, I believe I'm teaching government, which is similar to what I taught in Florida, so I'm excited.
And I noticed you you had some middle school coaching experience as well.
Yep, coached middle school boys and girls and loved it. Also was an assistant coach for high school, enjoyed that. So being a head coach for high school is, I guess, just the perfect place for me to be at this point.
Was that in Florida?
Yep, St. Petersburg.
What made you want to go into coaching after you got out of playing?
I always tell this story, but while I was a player, my coaches would always say, you're a good player, but you'd be a better coach. And so it wasn't something I wanted to hear. It wasn't something that was fun to hear, but it was true. I was more of a coach on the floor when I played. I was a leader, and so now being a head coach just kind of seems like a natural progression.
What are some of your favorite memories, both as a player and a coach so far?
As a player, it would have to be our second championship, only because no one thought we would win. And then as a coach, would probably be my first year as a coach. We went undefeated and won a championship middle school.
Now, the championship in 2008 for the Lady Vols. Did you play LSU in the semifinal?
We did.
Okay, I saw a highlight. They showed that a few weeks ago on Channel 10. Sorry, Matt. But Matt's with Channel 6. But does a great job there. But I saw the play, and Candace Parker was bringing the ball up the court, and I believe it was you, and she rifled a pass into the paint. Correct? And I don't know, was you expecting that pass? Or?
I was expecting it because Candace was a great passer, and she always looked for me. However, I got fouled on the play.
Oh, okay. So I thought, yeah, it was like, it was, you couldn't tell, but the shot was off a little, but luckily Alexis Hornbuckle was there to stick it in, so yeah.
Yeah, over my life.
Yeah, that's a big memory right there. Who did y'all defeat that?
Stanford. We played Stanford in the championship.
Okay, and as we mentioned, you was drafted into the WNBA. It was the Minnesota Lynx, and made the all-rookie team.
I did.
And then selected to the all-star team
The next year.
the next year. Now, you graduated in 2008 from Tennessee, so you were not eligible to play in WNBA that year?
No, so literally the day after the championship, I got drafted.
Okay, so you was drafted in 08. Okay, I was thinking it was 09, but so that explains it. So yeah. Okay, so now you're the head coach for the Anderson County Lady Mavericks. You mentioned off the air that last year, well, we'll just say, as Coach Fulmer liked to say, called it the perfect storm. Lady Mavericks won one game last year, but they had some players decided not to come back. I think a few of them were seniors. So, and then you had, like during the middle of the season, there was a car accident involving a few of the players. They knocked them out for the season, I believe. But luckily they were okay, and thank God for that. But the roster got short. Went to the bench. So Coach Ellis was really behind the 8 ball most of the year. But the Anderson County program you're taking over, it's traditionally in the top 4 of the district. When you look at Oak Ridge, Powell, Campbell County, and Anderson County, traditionally is probably, they're in that top 4 where they go to the region. Coach Ellis, he took the Lady Mavericks to the region several years. So last season was sort of anomaly, I believe. So I look, the program you're taking over was just last year, just something that happened, but it's a good program, and I'm sure you're ready to take over. And take it to further heights.
Yeah, I am. I know it's going to be a gradual process. I know everything's not going to happen overnight, but then again, nothing good ever does. So,
As far as your players, I'm sure during this pandemic, you've not been able to do much coaching or anything. Have you been able to see your players or communicate anyway?
I have spoken to a few on the phone, so I've been in communication. Haven't gotten around to calling everyone, but I will do that by this weekend.
Now, how is the TSSAA for the high school basketball? What are you allowed to do right now?
I'm not 100% sure. I'm not 100% sure. We haven't done anything. I mean, we haven't gotten in the gym at all. We haven't really done much. So just waiting to get the okay.
Right, with the state championships, it was about a month ago, which got canceled. But Matt, what they're allowed to do right now? Is it?
I'm not sure on the basketball side of things, but I know at least when the school year ends, the TSSAA so far has said it's going to be based on the normal calendar. They're not going to delay it. They're just going to suggest going by the CDC guidelines. So my guess would be if you're allowed to have summer practices, you will be allowed to have summer practices, contact, everything. This was released yesterday by them. They are not going to delay it just yet. I guess just because Governor Lee's deciding to open up this Friday.
Right, everything's pretty much on hold right now in high school sports, in all the sports. So, but right now we're going to take our first break, and our guest is the new Anderson County girls basketball coach, Nikki Anasicki, and we'll be right back, and you're watching the Locker Room Chat.
Muncie Pharmacy is your locally owned hometown pharmacy. They accept most insurances, so why go to the large chain pharmacies when you get better customer service at Muncie Pharmacy? Have a special prescription that needs compounding? Muncie Pharmacy can handle those needs as well. Muncie Pharmacy has a drive-thru for your convenience and offers free delivery in the Oak Ridge area. And don't forget the gifts that we have available for all occasions.
Here at Muncie Pharmacy, we take the time to know you and treat you like family.
At Earl F. Subaru, our reputation has been built on taking care of customers. We're Tennessee's only 9-time winner of the Subaru Love Promise Customer Commitment Award. This year, we also earned the Love Promise Community Commitment Award given for enhancing the areas we serve. This means you can be sure you'll have an excellent experience when you visit our store and be proud you're dealing with a company that gives back to local causes. Read our online reviews and come to Earl Duff Subaru in Harriman.
During the Subaru A Lot to Love event, choose the 2020 Outback with financing as low as 0.9% at Earl Duff Subaru in Harriman.
I was out with some friends. Nothing crazy. I was just out for some dinner. The pain was excruciating. It was like someone poured liquid hot magma into my mouth. That pizza was way too hot. I couldn't even enjoy my leftovers. Somebody's got to pay.
If you've been injured, call us and let us turn your wreck into a check.
Really? Again? Hey, if I had automotive style suspension like the new Simplicity, plus a free floating mower deck for the best cut, I'd be all that too.
Well,
And if I had the expertise and advice of his Simplicity dealer, maybe he'd look forward to hanging out with me.
you don't have a Simplicity dealership.
Good point. Huh.
Yeah.
SL Bowman & Sons, 524 North Front Street in Rockwood.
Live and Let Live Drugstore in downtown Rockwood is your gift destination. Shop the new plush selection for that special someone. We have Bath & Body Works popular fragrances and custom gift baskets too. Live and Let Live has a wide selection of gift and home decor for any occasion, from yard flags to selected jewelry, plus much more. We have Big Orange giftware always available year-round. And don't forget to enjoy a soda fountain treat while you shop. Live and Let Live Drugstore, Gift Shop, and Soda Fountain in downtown Rockwood.
For 30 years, Reno Sporting Goods has been a leader in supplying the highest quality equipment and apparel for sports teams throughout East Tennessee. Athletes, fans, and coaches alike rely on the knowledge and experience that only Reno's can provide. For the best in team sports, shop Reno Sporting Goods.
Roan Metals Group has been serving East Tennessee for decades. Locally owned and operated with convenient hours of operation. Roan Metals buys all types of scrap metal. Nothing's too big or too small. Still have that clunker sitting around? We've been buying them for years. Roan Metals Group are specialists in industrial scrap. We have what it takes to get any size job done. Roan Metals urges you to recycle responsibly. Scrap with only licensed dealers. A member of the TSRA and the ISRI. Roan Metals Group. Turn that scrap into cash.
Welcome back to the Locker Room Chat, and we're pleased to be joined here tonight by the new Anderson County girls basketball coach, Nikki Yanosicki. And Coach Yanosicki, once again, congratulations on the head coaching job. I'd just like to ask you, what impressed you the most about Anderson County High School when you first came on campus and just in the process?
It's funny because as soon as I got on campus, I had a feeling that I was supposed to be there. And I even said that during my interview. I was like, I'm supposed to be here. And I think just the vibe and the people that were there really made me feel at home, really made me feel comfortable, which is really important for someone like me that is kind of family oriented. So I think the family atmosphere for such a large school is what impressed me.
Right, it's a great place. It's an outstanding school, facility-wise, education, just the people there as well. It's a great place to be. I work in the school system, and I know several of the administration, so you're lucky to get that position. It's a really great place to be. But right now we're taking your questions or comments. The phone numbers are on the screen if you'd like to call in with a question for Coach Yanosicki.
Coach, you and I were talking about what's it like coming back to East Tennessee?
Well, I never saw myself coming back here. I always pictured myself just kind of laying on the beach and enjoying, I guess, a vacation lifestyle where I work when I want to. However, my basketball career didn't last long enough for me to do that. So I had to figure out my passion. And, this is such a huge place for girls basketball. And, that's part of my passion. And so coming back here is just kind of like a fulfillment of destiny. That's how I see it. That's how I feel.
And you're a former Lady Vol. What have you seen this past year when they got the new coach? What did you notice about the team?
Well, I think that, the situation that Kelly Harper was in is somewhat similar to the situation that I'm in that, I'm being asked to come in and rebuild what once was a really successful program, and I'm being asked to restore that. And I think Kelly is in that same situation. So what I saw from Kelly is that she did the first step, which was build a foundation. And I'm going to, do the same thing this upcoming season.
Yes, Coach Yanosicki, what style of play are the Lady Mavericks going to be playing this coming season?
I really want to be similar to the Lady Vols of old, where we are going up and down, where we're pressing, where we are playing aggressive defense, where we're rebounding and getting out. I want to really get back to playing transition basketball, not just in the half court.
Hey, John, looks like we got our first caller. So we're going to answer a call right now for Coach Yanosicki. Try one more time, see if it works. No, it's not what. No, Dylan, right now we're talking about producer Dylan. Dylan, it's not coming through just yet.
A little technical difficulty right now.
Once we get this straightened out, we'll be able to answer a call. But what are you? Oh, it looks like the person hung up this time. But what are you looking forward to this year?
I'm looking forward to getting to know the players. I'm looking forward to developing players. I'm looking forward to implementing my offensive game and my defensive system. And so, it's just a lot of building. That's basically what I'm looking forward to, is taking the first step.
Do we have another caller?
Caller, you're on the air.
Okay.
Hey.
This is Coach Keith.
This is Coach Keith.
Hey, Coach Keith. Thank you for calling in. You're on with our guest, New Anderson County girls basketball coach, Nikki Yanisicki.
Okay, hey, Coach. I just wanted to welcome you to the Anderson County family. Although I'm at Clinton, it is a privilege for us to have you within our community. I'm happy for you. I'm new myself, and I'll be watching you and admiring. I'm admiration for you as a player and as a coach. So I think it was a great hire on Anderson County's part. And thank you for taking my call.
Thank you, Coach Keith.
Thank you, Coach Keith, for calling in. He's doing a real good job at Clinton thus far. He's sort of behind the 8 ball, as all the coaches are, but as a new coach coming in, it's really tough. But he made a point last week. He said he thinks it sort of maybe evens the playing field a little bit if a team like Clinton is sort of trying to get back up in football, and nobody's practicing right now, so may even it up from that standpoint, maybe. Start from scratch, but we have another call.
It does
Matt?
look like we have another call, and let's see, there we go. Go ahead, caller, you're on the air.
Yeah, I just wanted to say hello to Coach Yanisicki and welcome her to Anderson County.
Thank you. Who am I speaking with?
Yeah, this is Derek Wallace. I'm the boys coach at Anderson County, the boys basketball coach.
Coach
We
Wallace.
haven't had a chance to speak, actually, because we've just been texting, and of course I couldn't come to the other the introductory meeting because of COVID, and so I was just wanting to say hello.
Well, we'll see each other soon enough. Thanks for calling.
Yeah, you having a good time with Sleepy there, John?
Yeah, we're having fun. We're having a blast.
Yeah, they're good guys. Asking a lot of technical questions about rules and things like that. I'm sure you'll get your feet wet with all that stuff soon enough.
Right.
Yeah. Well, I just wanted to call in and say hello.
Thank you, Coach.
Okay. All right. Take care.
All right.
Yeah, Coach Wallace, love Coach Wallace. He's a great guy. He's been in Anderson County quite a while himself, and does a really good job with the boys program, and I'm sure you'll be seeing him quite a bit. Have you got to meet him yet?
Not met him in person. We just text back and forth. Yeah.
It's just crazy, ain't it? This crazy times is we're not allowed to get out. It's getting better, though. I think it's, but hopefully for too longer we'll be out and everybody can get out and play. But also, I would just like to ask you, what was it like playing for Pat Summitt? Give me a Pat Summitt story.
Pat Summitt story.
A practice. I'm sure you got a practice story or a game story. Did she ever glare at you? Give you the
Of
that
course,
glare?
yeah. I would say the best practice story I have for Pat, our practices used to get so heated because it was just that intense. And so one time I got into a huge argument with Candace Parker, and we were kind of like nose to nose, screaming at each other, and Pat got in the middle of us. And we're both like I'm 6'3", Candace is 6'4", and Pat got in the middle of us and like broke up what could have been like a pushing match. But Pat was just fearless like that. Like she really did not care. She just got in the middle of it. So.
Had to pull you all apart a little bit, right?
Yeah. Practice was very intense.
I was going to ask you about Candace Parker, the type of player she was. Tell us a little bit about her. Is she probably maybe the best player you played against, or just who is the toughest player as you was in the WNBA?
I would say myself and Candace are opposites in a lot of ways, which is why I think we were able to win together. Candace is a player that, was very talented, so she kind of lacked in the work ethic aspect, whereas I didn't maybe have as much talent, but I overcompensated with work ethic. And so, our career was just kind of me pushing her to go harder and to push herself. And by the end, she was probably the hardest worker on our team. And so I credit myself with with making her a hard worker.
It was one of the players in the WNBA. It was
the hardest to guard.
Or just one of the best players you saw in the league.
I would have to say Diana Taurasi. Yeah, she was good.
Hey, John, actually looks like we got another caller waiting on it.
Right. Got another caller.
Caller, you're on the air.
Hey, Coach, it's Gary Terry. How are you?
I'm fine.
Good. It's good to see you. I hadn't seen you in a couple of weeks. This is my way to get to see you, is to put you on TV.
Well, I'm ready to get in the gym. No more TV after this.
I guarantee you, we're going to get you in there just as soon as they give us the okay to do that. Hopefully that day's coming up.
Coach Terry, I think you made a good hire.
Oh, I guarantee you that. I don't know we could have done any better. We've got a great hire right there. We're all excited about having Coach Anasicki on campus and getting the young girls around her and letting her do what she does right there. Coach, I know you'll spread this as you get through your interview tonight, but I know I want you to tell the young ladies out there in the community your message and get them excited about our basketball program and just invite the community to come out and watch your team play this year because it's going to be a lot of fun. I guarantee you that.
Yeah, so just, those of you in Anderson County, we need your support. This is not going to be an easy season by any means, but I really believe that with enough support, nothing is impossible. The sky's the limit. So come out, come watch us play. I'm not guaranteeing that we'll win every game because we probably will not. But I am going to guarantee that we will work hard every single game. Those loose balls, we're going to be on the floor diving for them, and we're going to compete.
Yes,
and so be ready to see some hard work. We need to see you in the stands. You're going to be our sixth man, and we're going to draw from your energy. And so you guys are a huge part of our success this season. So come out and support us. Come out and support us. We need it.
That's awesome. That's what I wanted to hear right there. I knew you'd say that. It's going to be a fun season, and like I said, we're certainly excited about getting back in the gym this summer. That day's one day closer each day, so we're going to let you know just as soon as we get the word. But like I said, we're excited about getting started, and I know the ladies of Anderson County are excited about getting started with you and building this program again.
I'm excited too.
Hey, GT, what does TWS allow? I know right now everything's shut down, but say it opens up here at the end of the school year. Is high school girls basketball and boys, are they able to get in the gym?
Yeah, we're going to be able to get into the gym this summer. We're going to try to have some camps. I don't know if that's going to happen or not, but certainly going to try to do that. Coaches can do some things with their kids during the summer, and like I said, as soon as we get the doors open, we're going to know a little bit more because the season is going to be condensed a little bit, especially with the fall sports. And, I don't know if that pushes us back into basketball season or not. And like I said, a lot of questions in the air right now regarding scheduling and those types of things. But the TWSAA calendar is what it is as of right now, and we're going to stay the course with that, according to Mr. Childress and TWSAA. So, the calendar's there, and we'll get with Coach Anasicki and get her caught up on all that stuff as we get closer to time to kick it off right there.
All right, Coach Terry, the summer camp, Coach Ellis has that camp up at the Clinch River Community School. I always enjoy that.
Yeah, Coach Wallace and Coach Ellis have had a great camp up there for a long time. It's been very well attended, and like I said, if we get to do that again this summer, and I'm hoping that we do, I know it's going to be a super exciting time as lots of folks are going to want to come out.
Right, it's always fun.
Got a good group of girls that played last year. They're going to come back, and we got some other girls in the school that I know are going to be excited to come back and be a part of this. And like I said, I think it's going to be a fun year for us.
Right. It's got a good girls program. I was talking about earlier. I thought last season was sort of an anomaly.
What's fun about it for me is you got some schools around us that are good girls, but it's always a competitive district right there at girls basketball, and you never know who's going to win it. Is what's fun for me to watch as we go through the season, and I don't think this year's going to be any different. I think it's going to be an exciting season, and you just never know who's going to come out on top. And the great thing about basketball is it's a tournament sport, and you don't have to win it during the regular season. You got to get hot during the tournament, and all the coaches know that, and they want to do that, and I think the fans know that, and it makes it an exciting experience to be in tournament-style ball right there as we end basketball regular season and go into the tournament.
You're exactly right. That's my favorite sport. I love the tournament time. Coach Terry, we thank you for calling in.
Yeah, Coach, it's great to see you. I look forward to seeing you here shortly. I think in just a few short weeks we're going to be in that gym, so go ahead and get that jump shot ready.
I got you.
Get out there and get EJ ready to go too. We need him. We need him over there on Saturdays. Yeah.
EJ's here. He's listening. He heard your challenge.
That's great. Tell him we need him to get over there and do it too.
He heard you. He's smiling.
Right. Okay, good. I'll talk to you soon.
All right. See ya.
Go Mavs.
Go Mavs. Coach Terry, he does a great job, athletic director at Anderson County. He's, as I say that, he really does. He's everywhere. He promotes the program, athletic program in all sports, and you can see him just about all over, just doing what he can to get players to come to school there and just to build the program. It's just, he does a remarkable job, I think. But as you mentioned, your brother EJ's here in the studio. He's going to join Coach Barnes and the Tennessee Vols next season. So maybe now we got a connection. We can bring him in next season.
Yeah, of course. Can he come say hi?
Yeah,
come
sure.
on. He's not dressed for the
Come
occasion.
on up, EJ.
He just threw that outfit on.
This is the newest member of the Tennessee Volunteers basketball program. EJ Anasicki.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you for being here, EJ. When I first saw that in the paper, I said, well, that name sounds familiar. But at first I didn't put y'all together, but I should have, because that's not a common name, Anasicki, especially in these parts. But what's your comments on the Tennessee coming to Tennessee to play basketball?
I'm really excited. It's a new atmosphere, something I look forward to my whole life. I used to watch Nikki play a lot at Tennessee, so now I get my chance, and the roles are reversed. She gets to watch me play a lot, and she gets to watch me play in person, so it's really big.
Right. I saw where you were really familiar with Tennessee, as you mentioned, watching your sister play, and I know you've been to some camps there growing up, and it was a no-brainer to come to Tennessee, I guess, when Coach Barnes offered, right?
Yeah.
Other school. You looked at other schools.
I looked at other schools, but my heart took me to Tennessee. My heart took me there, so.
Right. Well, I think it's a good addition for Tennessee. I think you're going to be really help the Vols as a fifth-year graduate transfer, correct?
Just a grad transfer.
Just a grad transfer. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's going to be great. Nikki, before we take another break, I just want to, before you take off here, I just want to ask you get ready to get married, right? Got a wedding coming up?
Yeah, so I'm already married, but I haven't had my wedding. My wedding was supposed to be April 13th.
Okay, so it's a Nigerian wedding, right?
It is.
Now, where did you get married at?
Nigeria.
Oh, you did?
Mhm.
Okay. Now, is that, they have different wedding customs there?
Yeah, so the way it works is my husband had to pay a price to the oldest member of my dad's family. And so that's the traditional marriage. And so now we have to have our wedding.
I had to pay a price.
Yes, I was very expensive.
It wasn't easy to get.
It was not easy.
Your dad had to pay a price?
No, my husband did. Had to
your
pay to
husband?
my dad's family.
Oh,
Mhm.
wow. It's about the other way around here in America, right? The bride parents usually have to.
Yeah, no,
foot
my
all the
parents
bill.
didn't. Yeah, my mom. Yeah, my family didn't pay anything. He paid everything.
Wow.
Yeah, I was not cheap.
Right. Certainly not. But, well, we'd like to thank y'all. We'd like to thank you for coming in and being on the show, and look forward to getting you back on once basketball season starts. And congratulations again on getting the head coaching position.
Thank you, and we definitely want to come back. Me and EJ, have us both on.
Right, package deal.
Yeah.
You don't get one without the other.
Right.
Yeah.
Coach Terry, he might want to come along too.
Yeah, bring all three of us
Right.
on.
Bring some of your players with you.
Yeah, he could bring some of his teammates. I'll bring some of my players.
Well, that's awesome.
It'll be fun.
Well, EJ, thank you for stepping in here too as well.
Appreciate it.
What's the best part of your game?
Rebounding.
We definitely
Dunking.
need that. Dunking?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but rebounding is the foundation of my game, and then everything else comes from that.
Defense.
Yeah.
It's right up Coach Barnes' alley. I know the Vols got a great signing class coming in, and you're a part of that.
Yeah. I'm really excited.
So thank you both for being here, and once again, congratulations. And we've been on with the new Anderson County girls basketball coach, Nikki Anasicki, and her brother EJ stepping in. We're glad he did as well. So we're going to take another break. We'll be back with Coach Stacy, the Clinton Dragon baseball coach.
Live and Let Live Drugstore in downtown Rockwood is the premier pharmacy service location. Let our professional staff help with all your pharmacy needs, answer your questions, or help with your medication management with our Medicine on Time packaging system. We also offer medication therapy management to ensure you're receiving maximum benefits from your medication. Diabetes care is available with one-on-one consultations, or you can attend one of our monthly diabetes information classes. Live and Let Live Drugstore in downtown Rockwood.
We treat you like family at RMG. Bring your junk, cars, aluminum cans. We'll buy it on the spot and we'll pay you a lot. We treat you like family at RMG. Yeah, we treat you like family at RMG. We treat you like family.
Rome Metals is located just off of Highway 27 between Harriman and Rockwood.
Muncie Pharmacy is your locally owned hometown pharmacy. They accept most insurances, so why go to the large chain pharmacies when you get better customer service at Muncie Pharmacy? Have a special prescription that needs compounding? Muncie Pharmacy can handle those needs as well. Muncie Pharmacy has a drive-thru for your convenience and offers free delivery in the Oak Ridge area. And don't forget the gifts that we have available for all occasions.
Here at Muncie Pharmacy, we take the time to know you and treat you like family.
I am a Simplicity dealer. This business is my life, my career. If you need a new mower, I'll help you choose the model that will make your property look its very best, and even let you take a test drive. When it does need service, you can rely on my factory service training and genuine parts. Because I don't just sell products, I build relationships. I am a Simplicity dealer.
SL Bowman & Sons, 524 North Front Street in Rockwood.
At OAB, we're committed to keeping you and your family safe. With the outbreak of the coronavirus, we understand you might be afraid to leave your house to get legal help. Now you don't have to. We can handle almost every aspect of your case electronically. Call 546-1111.
Reno Sporting Goods, your first choice for sports equipment. On the court, on the field, or in the stands, Reno's has the brand names you want. All the latest from Adidas, Under Armour, and more. From custom embroidery to screen printing, it's all about the game. For over 30 years, Reno Sporting Goods.
At Earl Duff Subaru, our reputation has been built on taking care of customers. We're Tennessee's only 9-time winner of the Subaru Love Promise Customer Commitment Award. This year, we also earned the Love Promise Community Commitment Award given for enhancing the areas we serve. This means you can be sure you'll have an excellent experience when you visit our store and be proud you're dealing with a company that gives back to local causes. Read our online reviews and come to Earl Duff Subaru in Harriman.
During the Subaru A Lot to Love event, choose the 2020 Outback with financing as low as 0.9% at Earl Duff Subaru in Harriman.
Welcome back to the locker room chat, and we're joined right now by the Clinton Dragon baseball coach, Rob Stacy, in his first year and was cut short. But Coach Stacy, thank you for being here. I've been wanting to get you here for a while.
Yeah.
And
I think I might come more often now that we figured out I live only like 10 minutes from here. So.
Yeah, luckily, Matt got you to come in.
Yeah,
today,
he
so
did.
That's great. Right now, I'd just like to make an announcement, but the phone lines are open. If you have a question or call for Coach Keith here.
Coach Stacy.
Coach Keith called in earlier, though, but
Coach Stacy,
I'm okay with calling me Coach Keith.
I'll get you and Coach Stacy.
Yeah.
He was here.
Well, I might have to tell Coach Keith that's a compliment now.
Well, it is.
So.
Right, definitely is. I have an announcement Brad is wanting me to make. We got a special birthday tomorrow for the Oak Ridge family, football family. Jacob Bourbon, he's number 38 for the Wildcats, and he's turning 16 tomorrow, April the 30th. So his aunt, Janet Charles, is planning a drive-by birthday parade to celebrate this milestone during the COVID-19 pandemic, and has asked for help from the Wildcat football family. So you can help by please just driving by his house tomorrow at 6 o'clock. And his address is 104 Bell Creek Drive in Oak Ridge. And that is Jacob Bourbon, number 38 for the Oak Ridge football team. And if you have any questions, contact Janet at 865-603-3162. And we're just helping spread the word and help make this parade a success, and a special Sweet 16 birthday for Jacob Bourbon. I think that's pretty special.
That's
right,
awesome.
Coach?
Yeah, that's awesome. I hope that his football team hears that message. It'll be awesome. So.
And I know we got a call coming in.
Hey, Coach Keith, how are you doing?
You should say Coach Stacy.
Man, I'm all right.
That's
What's going on?
Coach Stacy? Don't feel bad, Coach. I called him Coach Keith, and I called you Coach Stacy, but y'all are intertwined in this.
There we go.
It's all good.
I just wanted to tell him that, I'm proud of him. I'm sorry that his season got cut short. How is he going to regroup from this and get ready for next season? That's my question. And after that, I'll just go ahead and get off.
All right, Coach, thank you. And Coach said he was proud of you and sorry that your season got cut short.
I think his question, it was how we were going to prepare for next season.
Yeah.
And that's a great question. That's something that my guys are constantly asking. They're asking questions all the time, hey, Coach, when can we get back into things? TWSA only released some stuff, information the other day, and, of course, those guidelines with CDC. And right now, what we're planning on is going through some channels and hopefully get some of these guys playing for some summer teams this year. So I think during June, I'm optimistic that we're going to get into some tournaments, not just for the baseball players that I deal with at our high school, but some of the guys that I deal with from previous high schools too. So I've got a big channel of players that I talk to constantly because if I was in their shoes, I wouldn't know what to do right now. I know that I'd be working out every day. I do that anyways, but I'd be very confused on what my future would be. I'd be confused on sports and all that stuff. So try to get them in the weight room right now. What we're doing is we're doing a lot of stuff. I give them workout plans. So they get workout plans every day, and we try to go by those workout plans.
Got another call, Matt?
Yes. Go ahead, caller. You're on the air.
Oh, hey, this is Coach Collette, the athletic director over at Clinton.
Hey, Brad.
Hey, Coach.
Hey, how's it going, buddy?
Doing well, doing real well.
Hey, man, I just wanted to call in and tell you, that I know it's been kind of a weird first year for you, but I'm proud of the things that you've done, man, in the community, and just appreciate all the hard work you put in, all your guys put in, and that you've done a lot in 1 year, man, without even getting to play a season. And so I just want to tell you how much I appreciate y'all's hard work, and I know it was a tough way it ended for the first year, but looking forward to a lot more years of working with you.
I appreciate that, Coach. It means a lot.
Well, I just wanted to tell you that, and I wanted the community to know that, and just seeing a lot of great things, man. And like I said, I hadn't really got a chance to see you much on the field, Coach, but you're doing a lot of great things off the field, and that's just as important for these kids.
I appreciate it. It's the administration at the high school, you guys, and you as the AD, that it just makes all that stuff way easier, because the kids, Dr. Parrott's saying every student every day. I mean, when my wife, she was a teacher, and I heard that, we knew we were in the right place, because that's honestly what we wanted to come do. We wanted to come to the community and change the community, not just, win baseball games. That's part of it. But I knew I wanted to get back in this. I knew God was calling me to this place, and I'm very happy I'm here. And I tell everybody all the time now that we're going through this is probably why I was sent here, for these kids to, be able to have someone to lean on and talk to and stuff like this.
Hey, Brad.
They couldn't have anybody better to do it, man.
I appreciate it.
Hey, Brad. This is Coach Brad Collette, athletic director at Clinton. Thanks for calling in, Brad, and I'm glad you did. Just want to thank you and Coach Stacy for what y'all did for the senior spring sport athletes yesterday. If you would, you just talk about that a little bit.
Well, really, to be honest with you, Sleepy, just got to thank our coaches, man. Our coaches came together. We had an idea to want to do some things for our spring sport seniors who didn't get a senior night, and every one of our coaches was on board. It wasn't just the spring sport coaches; it was our whole coaching staff, and we went out yesterday and gave them some gifts and things that they would have gotten on their normal senior night. So we just kind of made it a senior day, for our spring sports, and that's a testament to our coaches, all of our coaches. Just the fact that they would get out and spend pretty much the whole day, just driving to houses and seeing those kids. And the best thing about it was just to see the kids smile, and actually just to get to see them. Period. We miss our kids, and so it was fantastic.
I'll brag on Coach here for a little bit. It was he brags on us, but a lot of people don't know one of the things that I love about working at Clinton, especially being a new coach in an area, is having a leader like him, because he does a lot of things behind scenes that nobody sees. He's not the guy that's going to have his face plastered on everything or have his name on something, and that's true, servant and leadership right there. And I couldn't be more pleased to work with somebody like that every day. He called us up and said, "Hey, you want to do this?" And I was like, "I was hoping you would say this." And rolling in there that morning, he was there before everybody. Him and Miss Merriman Hoppy were there bright and early, Coach Keith, and getting everything set up for our kids, asking what they could do, what they wanted, and he rode around with us all day, didn't leave. Football coach is the same, softball coach is the same. Like he said, every coach was involved, and I hope to repay the favor to them one day, as well as being involved with their kids as well. So,
Well, that was awesome, and it was great, Brad, get that organized, and all the all the teachers and coaches, and you know, I think it just really hit me yesterday, looking at all the pictures and the videos, and there wasn't no season. You know, I think it just, I don't know, something just hit me. It probably hit you a lot sooner, but
yeah, it hit me when you know, Matt talked about this other day. I sat down and wrote individual notes to each player, and I learned that a lot of people don't know I'm quirky about some sports. I'm actually a huge basketball fan. That's why I'll sit behind locker at every game. But I'm also a huge NASCAR fan, and I heard this story. It was a story about Jimmy Johnson. Jimmy Johnson had wrote a letter to Rick Hendrick when Rick Hendrick was looking for a driver. And Rick Hendrick had talked about, you know, I knew as soon as I got that letter, and about halfway through, someone took the time to write me a letter that he had a passion for what he did, and he had a desire and a drive for that, and it just stuck with me. And then as recently, Jimmy Johnson's retiring, and Corey LaJoie actually wrote a similar letter, and they're grooming him to take over that spot, but that's other news. But I'm just talking about how much a handwritten letter means now in the technology age. Everybody can send a text, everybody can send an email, everybody can make a phone call, which is probably the rarest thing to do. But and you get a handwritten letter, it kind of means a lot. And even though I wrote some players' letters, there's a lot of letters that are out there in the mail right now that people don't know that they're getting that I sat down and wrote. And I'd planned this before the pandemic. I'd planned to do all this, which is crazy. But yeah, it hit me when we got to Trace Wandale, Doug. We're standing out there, and all these guys, I said, hey, open up your letter, because I took a GoPro, and we're going to make a video and show how we went to each house, and I have some things I said about the guys that are personal. But when he started reading the letter without us even saying anything, it got me pretty choked up, because hearing the words that I wrote said back to me, it made me realize that, you know, a lot of this stuff's out of our hands, but, you know, grooming these guys for the future is what our real job is. So.
Yeah, Coach. That's what I was going to mention was I saw the pictures from your wife of you handwriting those letters. And it just shows how much not only did the athletes mean to you, but how much you mean to them, knowing that they're going to read them out loud like that.
Yeah.
And we got another caller before we have to get off here in a second. Let's see who this is. Caller, you're on the air.
Hello, Coach Stacy.
I lead the caller ID, so.
Locker.
You guys doing okay tonight?
Yes, sir.
Doing good. How you doing?
Doing well. Two things. I'm calling in two ways. Calling as a fellow coach and a parent. As a fellow coach, you know, Coach Stacy, his support for our basketball team and all of our sports was just amazing. How he rallied so many of the students, not just the baseball kids, but all the students, and him and a few of our coaches. You know, so as one of his fellow coaches, I was so appreciative of that, and it just showed how quickly he bought into the Clinton family, and then just like the letters he wrote to all of his players, and, you know, Coach Collette organized this senior day for our spring sports, and I thought that was just an outstanding thing, especially for the kids. And, you know, in the second part of that, I'm also a parent of a senior. And I really hate that my son Chase didn't get an opportunity to play a little bit longer for Coach Stacy. He thinks so much of him. And, you know, I hate that the season got cut short, but his short time there, I think he's already made a huge impact. And the things for Clinton and Clinton sports just look so positive with, you know, the new coaches that we have, Coach Stacy, Coach Keith, and Coach Glet's done one heck of a job helping bring everything together. And I think Rob Stacy's been an integral part of that, just being enthusiastic in his ability to just jump right in and become a Clinton guy and a Clinton family member. And I just wanted to reach out and tell him how appreciative of that I am, and wait and see how the future holds for us. I'd been texting with him before I called in, told him I was going to bust him up a little bit. But I just wanted to call and and tell him congratulations on everything he's done so far, and the future is going to be great. And I appreciate his support too.
Thank you, Coach. That means a lot. I was hoping that you'd ask me those questions. I was ready for that. I was like, I want somebody to bust me up on that. But you've made it a joy to be around. A lot of people don't know little things about me. My wife does, but I like to. I'm a young guy by age, but I'm an old soul when it comes to those things. I like to hang around, older coaches and learn as much as I can from them. That's why I love being around Coach Keith. I love being around Coach Locker because it's one of those things where you get around them and you listen to them talk, you ask them a question, and you're hoping to go into a story, and you just sit there and listen. And the amount of things that you pick up from that, and with Coach Collette being a baseball coach for years and a college baseball player, I sit down and ask him questions, and I get to hear feedback. I haven't got to talk to Alicia a whole lot, the women's basketball coach, but I do watch her coach, and I watch her interaction with kids in school, and I'm just so grateful to be around her as well. They had a fantastic basketball season this year. The women did, and I get to talk to those girls. I give them a hard time all the time. I'm like, why aren't you guys coming out to be my bat girls? I need somebody to look intimidating over there. So, but yeah, trying to build that community, that's the biggest thing. And I know we're on a sports show, but one of the biggest things that a lot of people aren't even really talking about as far as, coaches a lot is I miss kids. And I was an ISS teacher, so that's pretty strange for me to say I miss the bad kids. But I built a relationship with those guys, and the less I saw them in class, the more that relationship kind of grew. But anyways.
Coach Locker, we thank you for calling in and call us back. Give us an update on Chase.
Yeah, Chase has Chase currently has a couple offers for baseball. I know one that's serious is Milligan. We've got Nick Graham, who has a couple offers, Adam Sharp. We're working on Austin Pemberton, and hopefully Colby Moody if he's interested, and Nathan Lee. That's what kind of stinks about all this is I had some seniors that really had some potential to play college baseball, and we just turned that corner where they believed in it, and they were doing the right things every single day. So, and that includes the classroom. So,
Yeah, we was wanting to get you on during the baseball season with those seniors, special senior class, and you mentioned some of their names, but this has been a great night, Matt. We've had Anderson County new coach on, Nick Yanisicki, had Derek Wallace called in, the basketball coach for AC, and you had athletic director Gary Terry, you had Clinton athletic director Brad Collette, and Clinton basketball coach, coaches Coach Keith, Coach Locker calling in. So it's great to have them call in, and it's been a great show. And just a few things out there. I'd like to congratulate a few people. Sarah Burton for Clinton, 5-star preps, underclassman of the year as a sophomore. Congratulations to her. Also, Tennessee Sports Writers announced their all-state teams, and locally we had Kamari Mitchell-Steen of Oak Ridge, basketball, Bailey Trum of Powell, Kendall West of Oneida, Madison Williams of Wartburg. And on the boys' side, we had Jonathan Millaway, Trey Morrow, Nate Brackett of Rockwood, Morrow of Scott High, and Nathan Bowling of Oneida. And wrestling, Stone Cummings named All-State. So congratulations to those individuals, and also T. Higgins. Congratulations to him being drafted into the NFL. So anything, Matt, before we get out of here?
No, congrats to T for going to Cincinnati.
Right, and Coach Stacy, we're glad to have you on, and we thank everyone for calling in and watching the Locker Room Chat.